and we're back with another episode of Bigsixbants. Regardless of the weather, we're still performing. We're going to go straight into actually. Quick intro, and we're going to talk about the hot subjects. Callum, what's going on? You good?
Yeah, it's good to be back, bro. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube, but season's looking promising, innit? So I'm back.
Yeah, that's perfect, man. Vests out and everything. What are you saying, George?
Yeah, man, I'm here, bro. I've just been cooking in the lab right now, just like Paratici, so we're here, bro.
Yeah, Mr. NDO, you don't rest, bro. Not at all. What about you, Ash? What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Good, man. Thanks for having me back, man. I enjoyed the first time. So thanks for having me back, man. I appreciate it.
All right, cool. Guys, what do you make of Spence then? Apparently, it's a signing from the club. Conte, you know how Tottenham always get their little 2 pence in. It stinks at Tottenham, let's be real. But what do you make of it?
I don't like to hear stinks of Tottenham. It's a nice aroma. That's what it is. It's a very nice aroma. Some Savage, Dior, something real good. Djed Spence is a top talent coming out of the championship. Let's not lie. As we've seen the stats, the guy more take-ons than all of our fullbacks combined. That's crazy. And it was like 20 more. And that shows what he's going to bring to our team. He's a good player. He's direct. And although he wasn't a Conte signing, he is a Conte type of player. And that's why Conte gave him the okay. He's English. He's young. It was 12.5 million plus add-ons. Let's be real. That's the same amount we paid for Rodon. We paid that amount for Clark. And Clark was... we all know what Clark was. He's gone for whatever amount of money it is he went for, but it's a top signing. I don't care what anyone says. He's a good player, and he'll come into our team and take us, I wouldn't say to the next level, but he's going to bring a different dynamic to our team, which we've been missing on that right-hand side of the pitch.
I hear that. Yeah. I think take-ons is all well and good, but I'm looking for end product. We've got 2 wing-backs that can't cross.
Bro, your mic, is it just me or is he a bit quiet?
Yeah, it's a bit quiet, kind of. We can hear you, but it's just fake.
Yeah, we can hear you, but it's a bit.
Are you man carrying?
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel like what Callum was gonna say. I'm hearing it as well. Like, bro, even the stats thing. I don't like doing the stat thing, but in the championship, he didn't really excel in it. And to be playing fullback, not right back, he looked like a proper right back in it. Like if we were playing on the pod,
he played wing back, to be fair.
Really?
He played wing.
What about now?
But
yeah,
I can hear you. What are you saying?
Okay. Yeah, I was saying about the end product. Like we got 2 wing backs that can't cross, and now we're adding a third one. Obviously, I'm not trying to. Like, I like the kid. I watched him a few times in the championship. You know, he's good going forwards. He's fast. He's skillful. If Conte could work on his end product, then I'm happy. But he's not really the first choice right wing back I was looking at. But for me now, it feels like we got 3 average right wing backs in the system based on creating from our right wing back. I'm saying I just hope for a bit more.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what? With Spence, there's a player there. Yeah, like you can see his qualities. He's good defensively. He's physically strong. He uses his body well. His dribbling, we all know is good. His dribbling. The thing is though, like I hear what Callum's saying. For me, I don't mind Spence, but my biggest problem is I wanted somebody else with him. Right, so I wanted 2 right wing backs. Get rid of 2. Listen, like let's be real, yeah. Any top club, if they have Emerson and Doherty in their squad, they're getting rid of them. If Chelsea have Emerson and Doherty, they're getting rid of them.
That's lies. Chelsea have an Emerson that they
but they got rid of him. They binned him. They sent him on loan.
They've got better than that.
Marcus Alonso, they've still got him.
He does it right for them sometimes, though.
Alonso's going Barcelona, but
has Man United not got 3 left backs?
What I'm saying is, Emerson and Doherty, at least one of them has to go, right? And preferably Emerson, right? Now, I don't mind Spence as long as we bring in another one. I can see Spence has got potential. And you know what? With that crossing thing, I feel that every time I've watched him, he's been in a situation where he's far out wide and he's just whacking across into the box. Now, in Conte's system, a lot of the time, you're not going to be doing that. You're not going to be standing by the touchline hitting balls into the box, right? With the wing backs, a lot of it is about the timing of their movement, stretching the defense, because Conte's football is based on inviting the opposition on to you, right? Which is why you have a mid block, because you invite them on and then you hit them on a transition. So I feel a lot of the times he's going to be getting into different situations than he was at Forest, where he's like out wide and just whacking crosses in. That he's not great at. But I feel if he's in a situation where he's more running in behind, where he's got time and space, and runners coming into the box, I feel it might benefit him more. I agree with George. He's got the characteristics of a Conte player. I feel it's if I had to rate out of 10, I'll give it 6. I'll give it a 6.5. I do see potential in him. Maybe push it a 7, but 6.5. But it's one of those where we're playing Champions League football next season, isn't it? So we're gonna have to throw him in the deep end and literally hope that he can swim.
I'm with Ash still. I feel like he's one for the future. I don't think he's ready to come in and be our starting right wing back right now. But I do think he'll come good. But you know what? Spurs fans need to allow this comparison with him and Sessegnon to Danny Rose and Carl Walker. Like, that's ridiculous.
Do you know what?
Gonna be there.
Do you know what? Though? I see some similarities with him and
In
Walker.
Spence, maybe, yeah, but Sessegnon is not even going to be 1/16th for the player that Danny Rose was.
Danny Rose at his best was a top player, and I do agree with that. But with regards to some of the things you guys are saying, yeah, you have to look at last season. Emerson was always in amazing positions, and it wasn't because he had.
That's what I'm saying, George.
Yeah, it wasn't because he had good movement. It's just because the way that our team sets up the pitch, it leaves the right wing back so open. If Djed Spence gets in the same positions that Emerson was in, and he gets the same opportunities, he's going to be amazing. And you're going to see that, the end product's going to be there because, let's be real, his dribbling is very good. Emerson can't dribble. This guy going forward couldn't even pass the ball at the start of the season. He got better as it went on, but he can't hit a ball. He can't cross. Djed Spence crossing, yes, is suspect, but his ability to dribble allows him to, if he's in a position where you don't want to cross, he can take on a player quite comfortably.
Yeah. Emerson Royale's Brazilian, you know. It's crazy.
Bro, that guy's Brazilian.
But yeah, no, definitely. I mean, in terms of free fullbacking options, I'd say they all are kind of sound in. They've all got their different strengths as well, innit? So Doherty, I think he's quite good going forward. Royale's quite decent defending. You know, he can, I want to say lock up, man, but he can do a thing defensively, innit? And obviously Djed's the athletic one. But I don't see who starts.
Bro, I'll be real with you, yeah?
Like the option, you're not spoiled for choice.
And I know it's full. I know it was only I know it was only 4 or 5 games. Yeah, like I'm fully aware of that. But if Matt Doherty can continue that form next season, I'm starting him over Spence.
I'm starting him over Spence as well. Yeah.
Wait, who were those games against? Leeds,
Everton,
Newcastle.
And Newcastle were bro. But remember, Newcastle were on good form though, bro. So it was on good form. Everton, Newcastle, and there was one other game. Was it Man United?
I think against Leicester he played all right, innit? He had a big
it was Leicester. It was Leicester.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it was Leicester at home, innit?
Yeah, where Bergwijn got the 2 goals.
But what I'm saying is, if he can continue that form, and there's a big if there, yeah. If he can continue playing like that, I'm starting him all day long over Spence. Obviously, you rotate them because you can't be playing them every game. You rotate them. But if there was like one big game, I would choose Doherty. That might change over the course of the season. We might find out, Spence can actually hold his own in big games. Then it will change. But I think from the start, from the get-go, my first choice is Doherty.
No, definitely.
I personally think that just to jump on that really, really quickly, is I hear what you're saying about the Doherty stuff, but I think we need to keep Emerson and sell Doherty personally. Emerson has a different wait, just like Ethan highlighted, he has a different dynamic than all these defenders. He's actually a decent defender. If you want to go down on a low block against a team when we're winning 2-0 or 2-1, 70th minute, and we need to just get down low, Emerson's a player that you can bring on and know that he's going to win headers, going to put in challenges, and he's a decent defender. He's actually
defensively he's better. I hear your point.
And so he has a different dynamic to these guys, which Doherty and Spence necessarily don't.
I hear that, yeah, but if anything, Tanganga's a better defender than him. I wouldn't send him on loan then. I'll keep him for defensive duties.
It's true.
I feel like Ash ain't going to agree with that one. I know you want to get rid of him.
I think he needs a loan. I think he needs a loan.
No, loan him.
No, but if we're keeping Emerson for defense, then
Tanganga's
better than him.
No,
Isn't that loan deal almost
Do
finished?
you know what? Do you know what the problem with Tanganga is? Yeah, the problem is the club see him as a right-sided centre back. So the way the club see it, Romero's number one choice, Sanchez is number two, and it's like Tanganga's third. So they're like, we don't really need three choices for right centre back. So they're like, you might as well, because come on, let's be real, Tanganga can't play central centre back. You have to be good on the ball to play that position.
And Milan's a
I
good
wouldn't want to
move
sell him
as well.
I wouldn't want to sell him. I'm happy with the loan move.
I wouldn't sell him unless the offer was good. Like if we got like a nice 25, 30 mil, I'll sell him. Obviously, you probably won't get that. But so as it stands, based on what they see him as a third choice right-sided centre back, send him on loan, man.
How's Sanchez still at our club? This is
I don't
understand. My head.
Oh my god!
I would rather keep Tanganga and get rid of Sanchez. I don't know if he has suitors or no club wants him, but this guy is horrible.
No,
But
horrible.
I know.
Levy would want too much.
Though, you know. I feel like he's capable of having good games, but obviously it's not worth the bad games he does have in it. Let's be honest. But it's like as soon as
he's not worth like the ratio of good to bad games he has. It's not worth having him in your squad.
And his bad game is a stinker. Like we're conceding 3 goals because of him. Like he just messes up our defense. The fluidity.
And you know what the thing is like when you go into a game with Sanchez starting, you don't feel like when we went into like North London derby, I was not confident at all because I was thinking this guy is gonna have a clanger.
And the worst thing is a back three suits him. If he can't perform in a back three, I'm sorry. Like he's getting protection from other centre backs. He's, you know,
you don't have as much defensive duty in a back three.
Exactly. So
you have more. You arguably have more passing options as well, right? Like, and it's not even defensively. It's just on the ball. Like, forget about it. But even when he gets the ball from the goalkeeper or Dyer pass it to him, I'm just thinking in my head, this guy's gonna do something stupid, man.
Literally. I want to run through the comments quickly before I throw a quick span in the mix. Big up everyone in there. 8 people. That's decent. Everyone, please do smash a like. Smash a like. ZO Football said Spence will be a good player this season because he has pace and plus for Nottingham Forest he was sick, bro. We'll have to wait and see. Big up everyone in here. Yeah, other people just talk about Djed. One thing I would do want to touch upon is Conte mentioned Lucas Moura and Kulusevski, or Lucas Moura more in it playing right wing back. What do we make of that as well? Like,
I don't like this whole makeshift thing. Like this is what I'm saying. If we went out and just got a proper right wing back, we wouldn't be worrying about trying to convert wingers to wing backs. And like we just signed the right wing back. We got 3 of them. Why are we now trying to do this conversion thing? Because the 3 we got aren't good enough. That's why.
I think it's more of a makeshift thing rather than him saying, yeah, Lucas is going to be right wing back next season. I think it's more of a if we need him, he'll play there sort of thing. But one thing I'll say is he had a decent-ish game against Sevilla. Like had a few. I remember there was one time where he took the ball on the turned quite quickly, made a run on the outside, found space, did well, got into a good crossing position, but didn't find it. It was a decent cross, but he didn't find his man. But one thing with him is he can't tackle, bro. Lucas Moura. When have you ever seen him tackle?
Never.
He can recover the ball, like he can close someone down and just nick the ball off them. But when it comes to like tackling, positioning, defending, I just don't think he's all there.
I was just about to. His positioning is horrible. Like no matter what position you play him on the pitch, you're just gonna see him running everywhere.
Bro,
regardless.
there was times last season where he was playing with Bill, yeah, and I was thinking like you got to position yourself to cover to cover him, right? And he was just all over the place.
He's a headless chicken.
So it wasn't Bill. It wasn't Bill. Who was it? It was Doherty last season, yeah. And I was thinking a lot where we was playing with Jose. We was obviously a lot of the times we was playing without the ball, and we're deep in our own half. And I'm just looking at this guy, thinking you're supposed to be covering Matt Doherty. He just had no positional sense. This guy, but maybe Conte can teach him about how to be defensively disciplined as a wing back. But like I said, tackling, he's not great at. Header, he's actually decent in the air, to be fair.
Yeah, no, for a short man, he is still.
Yes.
He's decent in the air.
Remember once upon a time, that was your guy. And we used to use on the Skywalk. We used to back Lucas every week.
Yeah, man, that was my guy, man. But he's just come to a point.
I remember when Ash was talking about Lucas being our cam, bro. That's what I remember.
Bro, we was in a
he had a couple
we
good
had no
games.
options, bro.
He did have
we
a
were
couple.
down bad, but we weren't that down bad, bro.
We were down bad, bro. We had no other. Who was our other options? I'm trying to think. We had Bill, Lucas.
Bro, we ain't got no options at number 10 now.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Bro.
we need to sign Maddison, someone.
Now we have Kulusevski. To be fair, Kulusevski can play central.
So what about these number 10s that we're looking at? Because I can't lie, man. They're trying to call him JM23. Stop this rubbish. There's no JM23. He's not no brand. He's just an English player.
Madison is a baller, bro.
He can't make it in the England team, let alone.
No. Do you know what? The situation was with England? Yeah, is when he first had his call up. This was I think it was 2018 or 19. There was a situation where after I think England had 2 or 3 games in that international break. After the first game, he got caught going out, getting drunk, coming back to the hotel late, and then next morning he turned up for training an hour late. So ever since then, Gareth Southgate hasn't even called him up. But let's be real. If we're talking player-wise,
even if we're talking player-wise,
we're talking player-wise, he walks into that England squad. Walks.
I don't know about walks into. I think he's a good player.
He gets in there. I don't know about walks.
Let's talk about our squad.
Let's
talk about Tottenham. Does he walk into our team? I don't think so.
No, he doesn't sit on the bench.
What changes?
I don't think we need to change our system and our best system that's worked for us. The front three, the triple threat that you just can't stop. Kulu, Son, and Kane. You can't change that to bring Maddison in there. Even though he's a proven goal scorer and he will get you goals and assists. I'm not going to deny that. He reminds me a lot like Coutinho, where he's in and out of the games. He doesn't control a game, but he'll get you a goal or get you assists.
Madison is not the type of player that is going to...
So he's good off the bench, but do you want to spend another £50 million? We basically spend £120 million on bench players.
It's not my money.
I mean, I don't know, I don't have a problem doing it, but
Kane and Sons on
I don't think he's going to take us to the next level.
It's more about having the option, though. How much times we watched us play against teams that we can't break down, these low block teams.
Hear that?
Then we look at the bench and we can't change formation because we ain't got number 10 to stick on. Next season, if we got Maddison there, it's game changing.
And the thing is that Maddison, he's a shooter. He can shoot from outside the box.
Long range.
Yeah, he's a big threat. That's why I'm so surprised why we didn't push more.
The thing is that Maddison, if he comes in, he will probably play him in a 3-5-2 in a 3-man midfield, and he'll put Kane and Son up front.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it'll be Kane and Richarlison, and that's my problem. Is I think against some teams that'll work, but that's not a permanent fix. That's not going to make us better. And putting 3 men in the midfield, I don't know about it, man. I think that it's a good option to have, but I don't think he's the player to be that. I think Paqueta. I think if we could start looking at Paqueta, he's more versatile. He's a better all-round player. I don't know if he'll bring you more goals and assists, but what he'll bring to the team is a way different, a way better dynamic on the ball. His vision, his passing, dribbling. Oh, he has so much about his game. I think that he's the player.
Now, Paqueta would be my preferred choice, but if we look at our homegrown situation, then I'm all for Maddison, man. All for it.
Sense.
Yeah, I mean, Maddison.
How does the system change?
If we can get out Harry Winks, if we can get Winks out of it and we can bring in flipping Maddison, I'm all for it.
100%. Bro, I've been wanting Winks gone for years now.
Bro, I don't understand how Winks has slid this club. I really don't understand, man. He should have been gone after that Champions League final. Two years.
Yeah, he's nicked a living here, and I think he's the next player out the door. We need to get rid of him as soon as possible.
Guys, do you know what's crazy is the amount of lack of offers we've got for our Deadwood. They're so bad that nobody wants to pay money for them. Everyone's like, we'll try them out on loan.
I want to touch upon, just before you go into the comments, actually, what do we make of the window so far? So we've signed 6 signings. There's not many marquee signings other than Perisic and Basuma that are going to make instant impact to walk into our team, in my opinion. But what are we rating out of 10? In terms of, end of the season, we looked at our squad and said, yes, certain areas needed addressing. What are we rating in terms of that? I'm talking quality. I'm going for a 5, 6.
What?
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
What?
I
I'm
agree.
saying 6.5. I'm saying 6.5.
You guys are being. This is what I call
Bro, we're a
spoiled.
Champions League club,
No,
bro.
bro. No central centre back. Left centre back's meaty. No attacking midfielder. Come on, bro.
No.
Any
Let's
higher
not.
than
Let's not
that.
do it. This is at the moment. We're ranking the window so far. So far, we've signed 6 players in 6 positions that we needed, and there's 6. Let's run through the players. None of them are bad players. The only one that's questionable, and I think we can all agree, is Lenglet. No one probably wanted Lenglet. It's a questionable signing, but it's a loan with no option to buy. So you can see that he's a temporary fix for a problem that we wanted a better player and they were unattainable. So you have to understand the compromise. The other 5 players, 4-star, good backup. He's English. We need him for homegrown. Spence, young player. Then you got, as you said, Perisic, Basuma, and Richarlison. This is not a bad window, lads. This is a very good window. And I'll be talking about 7.5, 8 pushing at the moment.
Eight is crazy.
If we get an attacking midfielder, this is a 10 out of 10 window. What can you go? Well, not 10 out of 10.
Listen. As it stands,
If we get an attacking midfielder, 9 out of 10 window. Like, this is a great window.
As it stands, as it stands, obviously, bear in mind that there's still a long way to go and things can change, right? We know that. But as it stands, for me, it's no more than a 6.5. Because we still need a midfielder. We still need another centre-back. And I will even argue till the death that we need another forward, right?
No.
Especially...
No, another forward is pushing it.
No.
Bro, hear me out.
You're not asking too much for 9.
Bro, listen. Huh?
How much signings before the transfer window? How much signings did you think we would get? Because 9 signings are asking for too much.
9.
That's asking for too much. We're not Fulham. We're not Brentford. We didn't just get promoted. You can't sign 9 players.
Bro, listen. Here's the thing, yeah. If Brian Gill goes, which the talk is that they're lining things up for him in Italy, so he's probably going to go. If he goes, we need a forward because we have one player, Richarlison, that is covering 2 positions, left wing and striker, yeah? If one of Kane, Son, or Richarlison get injured, one of those 3, we've then got no backup for those 2 positions. And that means those 2 players will be playing every single game in every single competition, yeah? So for me, we need another forward. For me, we needed a striker as it is, yeah? We needed a backup striker. Then we also need to replace Bergwijn. So for me, that's 2 forwards, right? But so as it is, for me, it's a 6, maybe 6.5. I agree with Ethan, only 2 players walk into our starting 11. With Lenglet, I said this on the previous stream, he's had I feel with Lenglet, he's gone to a club, Barcelona, under a shit manager, Ronald Koeman. It hasn't gone well for him. He's had some decent performances, but in the Champions League, I remember against Bayern Munich, he had remember that, the 8-2 or whatever it was. He got absolutely stripped in that game. And then he got...
Well, do we not remember the Lenglet before Barcelona? Because he was a top class.
No. I remember him, and this is what I was saying. So I feel that he's gone as a top player with a very high reputation from Sevilla to Barcelona. He stagnated, was playing in a shit team under a shit manager. He was playing in a back 2, back 3, central centre-back, left-sided centre-back, and it hasn't worked out. But on the ball, I can't overlook how good how good he can be, right? And for what we need in terms of a progressive centre-back who's comfortable playing diagonals, balls over the top, linking up play well, using both feet, which Lenglet can use his left and right. I can see how that's a good signing. I know he's had defensive clangers, yeah? You do, then the argument comes in, you get a bit more protection in the back 3. Listen, Lenglet is very underwhelming, let's be real, yeah? But, bro, we all wanted Ben Davies out last season. And now look at him. Bro, I swear to God, if I saw Ben Davies playing for another team, I would want my club to go and sign him. I'm being...
Shut up.
Yeah, no, that's a stretch.
I'm being honest, bro.
I hear you, he's been decent, but that's a stretch.
Bro, how good has Ben... No. How good has Ben Davies been? Don't catch him.
He was quality.
Come on, bro.
Huh?
We're saying you'd be scouting Davies if it was
bro, if you needed a backup left-sided centre-back, yeah, and you were not a Spurs fan, you are taking Ben Davies as your backup left-sided centre-back. Let's not cap. You're taking him. Yeah? I'm not saying I want him starting week in, week out, but Conte's improved him, bro. Like, if he can do it with Ben Davies, it gives me a slight hope. I'm not saying it's going to happen with Lenglet, but it gives me a little bit of hope that he can He can hide his deficiencies and he can bring the best out of him. But another thing that I can say now is surely you have more than 2 options of centre-backs that we could get that improve our starting 11. Gvardiol, okay, it didn't happen. Bastoni, okay, it didn't happen. What, are they trying to tell me there's no one else?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
The problem is who can be better than Dyer? And Dyer's a leader. You have to remember Dyer's a player he's a leader for the team. He's a senior player. He's been there for a while and he's sort of settled in that centre-back position. I think that he's the best player to play in that position. I don't think we can replace him unless you get a world-class defender.
Come on, we can upgrade on Dyer, bro.
We can definitely upgrade on him.
I don't know. I don't think unless you get a world-class defender, what Dyer brings to the team, not he can be a better player than Dyer, but the whole him being a leader, him being senior player, him running that defensive line, which you need a player in there, a veteran to
He's
be
an
able to
organizer.
do.
Do you know what? One thing that Dyer's improved on, he's improved on the ball massively, with his passing. Like, I got to give it to him. I can't really sit here and say, yeah, we need to replace Dyer ASAP.
Last season he was decent. Like, we was all giving him stick a few previous seasons before that, but last season he stepped up. He's probably our best centre back.
Yeah,
probably him and Ben Davies.
When he was in there, his presence was felt. It's true. And what I liked about it is the season before he started off well under Mourinho, and he just fizzled out. He just fizzled out so bad. Last season,
do you know one thing I noticed with Dyer right now? Yeah, he's in the best physical shape ever. Like, he's looking in good physical shape. He's looking strong. So I think I kind of agree with George. It's very harsh if you're going to come and replace him. It's very, very harsh. I don't think he's deserved it. But, like, left-sided centre-back wise, I'm like, okay, surely there's got to be someone else out there that could have.
Do you think that is so? Look, this is the way that I say it. Yeah. Do you think it's worth going to spend the 40 to 50 on Pau Torres? That's probably the only other player that you can go and get, or wait till next summer and go and get Bastoni or Gvardiol, or potentially someone else that's proved themselves next season to be even better than Pau Torres? Because Pau Torres is amazing.
The only thing is with that, is only if you had a guarantee or like verbal agreement with Bastoni or Gvardiol for next season. If you don't have that verbal agreement, then you're just pissing in the wind, because you might try next season, you might not get them.
There might be a player that's better out there next season who's proved themselves just next season that they can be that.
True. There might be a player out there that they're waiting on to have another good season before they move for him. That could be the case. It's one of those where it's underwhelming. Lenglet's underwhelming, but you can see the qualities he has, and you just hope that Conte will get the best out of him.
Yeah, like George said, it's a temporary fix, isn't it? I'm happy to wait till next season.
Right from the off, are you starting Lenglet over Davies in
a
big game? No way, bro.
He's a backup. But
Lenglet's like Spence. He's gonna have to prove himself in the rotate. Obviously, when we rotate,
I'm sure we've got United and Chelsea in the first couple games, so I think he will go with Davies.
100%, he's going with Davies. We know what that back line is going to be. It's going to be Davies, Dyer, Romero.
No, with the Perisic and
to be fair, I saw Davies got injured against Sevilla.
Oh yeah, I seen him in the boot.
You saw that, innit? He had that cast on.
But he didn't have crutches though, which is a positive sign. He didn't have crutches. So maybe it was just a bit of swelling or something. They was trying to contain it. I don't know. I ain't really heard too much about it since.
Nah, there's been no updates still. But
we got a couple weeks till the season starts. I reckon it'll be fine.
Bro, we got 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah, that's a couple weeks. It'll be fine.
Bro, this season has come around real quick, man.
No, it has, like we were saying, we need that attacking midfielder to make it an 8.5 out of 10 window. In my eyes, attacking midfielder is a priority.
Nah, that's what I was gonna say. So if we get an attacking midfielder and another good centre back or another forward, then for me it will go from a 6 to an 8. For me, it cannot go higher than an 8 simply because of the centre back situation. Simply that simple. Can't be higher than an 8.
Who are you man starting in a 2-man midfield next season?
Bissouma, Bentancur.
Yeah, I'm saying it's kind of the only option. But I do want to see. It sounds mad, innit? But I do want to see more of Skip, bro. He's impressing me more and more. He just looks so comfy on the ball, innit? Like, don't get me wrong, it's Bentancur, Bissouma, but Skip is just looking.
Bro, I'll be real with you.
I think Skip is the perfect player to have on the bench and a player to him and Højbjerg. I think our midfield next season is perfect. I don't think unless you bring in a creative midfielder, there's no other defensive midfielders out there that, unless they're really, really good, that they can come in and break that up right now. Because Højbjerg's perfect to come off the bench. Same as Skip, a young player that's going to be breeding through our academy. He can learn. I don't think we should rush him into the first team and start to force him in these bigger games. It's perfect that he can learn from Bensko and Basuma and play in the FA Cup, the League Cup, and especially we've got 4 competition next season. He's going to have plenty of game time, but we just need to utilize it well so he can actually grow rather than just forcing him into it like we had to last season.
Yeah, there's a bit of competition now. We're not just stuck on seeing Højbjerg type beat every single game. Like if someone's playing well,
last season when we had Højbjerg, Skip, and then Højbjerg and Winks, Jesus Christ, man.
It was peak. It was peak, man.
Do you know what it is, yeah, bro? When you see Bentancur on the pitch, obviously we've seen Basuma for Brighton, but we haven't seen him for us. But those two are just levels above the other two. Levels above, yeah. Technically, they're good in tight spaces. They can play out of a press. But bro, I'll be real. Højbjerg and Skip, I'm not confident playing out from the playing out. I'm not. Especially if we're getting pressed high up the pitch, I'm not confident in those two's technical ability of being press resistant enough and being comfortable. With Basuma, Bentancur, I don't worry. I ain't gonna worry.
I agree, but don't you think that Højbjerg's a funny one? Because sometimes his passing is better than all of them. He just pulls that. Sometimes he just does an amazing.
Sometimes he'll pull like one pass, and you're like, "Yo,
that crazy pass." You're like, "Yo, like, where's this come from?"
Nah,
and he has it in him every now and then, but
fact still.
He doesn't do it constant. He doesn't do it consistently.
But then my problem with Højbjerg is he's just like so. Especially when we're playing through a press, there's you've got a lot of guys in front of you. He gives the ball away too often. He's a bit stiff, and sometimes he's just like a bull in a china shop, like just running around fouling people when you don't need to foul them. Like,
shadows.
bro, if you gave me 30 million for Højbjerg right now, see you later, bro.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'll buy your hand off. Big facts.
I don't know, man. I like Højbjerg, you know. I've always been a fan of him.
He's hit and miss, man.
You know what? I rate Højbjerg's mentality, and I rate his passion, I rate his desire, I rate all of that. But ability-wise,
yeah, definitely. Let's pick up yourself. Now we got Spence over the line. Agree we keep Emerson and sell Doherty. Ooh,
no one does.
That's crazy, bro. Could have Bardi and Raheem Sterling better than Spurs' whole transfer window? Chelsea buy world class, Arsenal buy trash from Championship, a long lay 5th choice. I can't lie. 2 weeks ago, I would have said we're finishing above Chelsea, but it's not looking good. They've still got a lot of issues to address in it. Let's get that clear.
Bro, Chelsea are getting flipping.
Again, busy.
Jules Conte as well.
Not worried.
They're doing their thing. Sterling's a serious signing.
Yeah, serious.
Not worried.
I don't think they'll sign a striker though.
I know this is going to sound crazy.
I'm not worried.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but I've never rated him like that, man.
Who's Sterling?
Yeah.
I agree. Sterling was perfect for City's system. Back post merchant. He was literally there waiting for half of KDB crosses and getting those little tap-ins. He's not going to get the same chances at Chelsea.
No.
He's going to score goals, and I can guarantee he's going to get double digits. Facts. He's that type of player, but he's not going to take them to. He's not going to take their attack to the next level. They still have problems. He's going to be playing with Werner, Kai Havertz, Cho, and all these bums. Like, he can't carry that team and carry that attack.
He'll perform though. I reckon he'll perform.
Yeah.
Double-digit goal.
You're right.
I'm the same. I think Sterling's good. I think he's a decent player, but he doesn't move me, bro. He doesn't move me.
Same.
He don't move me at all.
I think with a team full of creativity, Mount, not City, not Chelsea, but with good creators behind him, he's potent, man. He is.
But the thing is,
the thing is,
Sterling would slap at our team, you know. I'm deep in it. He'd actually slap at Tottenham.
Most of everyone at City, you take most of them attackers at City and put them in another team. Of course, they ain't going to do it as well.
Yeah, it's true. But Chelsea, I don't know. Chelsea are just stale, bro. I feel like stale.
The thing is with Chelsea, with the way they do transfers, they just you all think everything's done, all the fans are not happy. Then boom, out of nowhere, So with Chelsea, you never know what's going to happen till the end of the window.
Definitely. 9 man in here. Everyone just smash a like, man. Appreciate it. You man moving mad like you've had a stellar window, yet none of your signings are good enough. Barbara Suma.
Oh, man was saying 6.5. No one's moving like we've had a stellar window.
Yeah.
I think so. I think we've had a stellar window.
George is right there.
I'm there. I think we've improved our team to be a guaranteed top 4 position next season. So we've definitely had a stellar window. We went from last season with the squad that we had being a team that just about made top 4 to a team that's guaranteeing ourselves top 4.
Yeah. Now I'm excited, man. Just think of a whole preseason behind Conte, time to implement his style of play, a few players that he wanted, investment. Bro, I can't lie, it's looking long, man. Maybe not in the Champions League, but domestically.
I'm excited, yeah, but some Spurs fans are getting ahead of themselves. Man are saying, "Oh, we're winning Premier League or Champions League." Like, come on, bro. Big up Sam from Paxton Road, but man said we're gonna win the Premier League. He said it with chest. You know, Sam, Paxton Road.
Oh yeah.
In the stream, he said it with chest. He said, "Yeah, next season Premier League minor." Come on, bro.
Do you know one thing I really hope? Yeah. I
feel like man them are justified to be this happy and excited, though. I would say that because we've never seen the backing before. We've never seen a backing with a class manager, innit? So of course,
the last time we got this amount of players,
do you know what? Yeah,
and it was that famous window.
You know when it comes to this backing thing, yeah, like we'll see what happens when clubs tell us to rise piece for an attacking midfielder. Then we'll see. Then listen. That's true. Listen, it's kind of well known that Maddison is the number 1 target, yeah? Let's see what happens when Leicester tell us to rise 60 million for Maddison. That's when we'll see about ambition. That's when we'll see.
Do you think they would take Winks, though? Do you think they would take Winks and a humble 40?
I don't think Winks will be part of that.
As well, innit? If they're
I don't think Winks will be part of that deal. I think if they do sign him, they'll sign him separately. But I know Leicester are not going to jump.
Apparently, they're in a position where they have to sell to buy. So that come out from, was it J Percy Telegraph? I believe it was very, very reliable. So we know that's facts. So they couldn't. No one wanted Telemans. It looks like he's forced to say. So now they're going to have to look at other options in that midfield. Samare, they're looking to get rid of him, but it's only going to be a loan. They're gonna have to sell.
I heard Monaco are in for him for 15 million transfer, but even 15 million.
Just signed him. Then they signed him like
last season. They have, but he flopped.
They're losing money. They're losing money on that signing.
Even 15 million, even 15 million, that's not enough.
But they're losing money on that already.
And the thing is, you got to realize, Leicester are the only club in the Premier League that haven't signed a single player.
And in the position where they are, they're falling back. Remember, they were top 4. Literally, the season before, they were better than all of us. They were better than Arsenal, better than Tottenham. They were finishing above us. They were a good team. They're falling further and further back, man. I think that's our only hope. As I don't really want Maddison, but they're in a sell to buy. Maddison could be out there for 45, 40 mil. It could be cheap.
I'll be real. For me, Maddison is a fantastic addition to this team.
100. Oh, Premier League proven. That's what I like. I was shopping in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I saw the big one.
Do you know what, bro? We have rarely ever gone to teams below us and taken their best players. When has it ever happened? When have we ever gone to
That's what the big clubs do. So that's what all the big clubs do. So
when have we you can't find me many examples where we've gone to like a Leicester or a Brighton and just taken their best player.
To be fair, we did it with Newcastle with Sissoko, but look what happened there, bro.
They got relegated, didn't it?
Huh? Sorry?
Was he their best player?
They got relegated that season.
I think it was at the time it was Wijnaldum. Liverpool took Wijnaldum and we took Sissoko.
Yeah,
but
that's literally
Sissoko was as a right winger. He was whack, and we slapped 30 M's. Back then, 30 M's was a lot.
Yeah, that was big money them time.
I can't lie. Sissoko had a very good 18 months for us where he was top. Like he was doing things for us, but
he fell off. Do you not remember, bro? He got our player of the season, bro.
Yeah, he was cold. He was cold. But I wanted to ask what you man thought of because obviously Paratici's out in Italy right now, and he's not only there for Gil. We're hearing he's trying to tap up Zaniolo potentially.
Oh, keep him away, bro. I swear he's like 21. He's torn both his ACLs. He's like 21.
Both ACLs, left and right knee. See you later, man. See you later.
With our medical team as well. You crazy. Man will play like 2 games in 2 seasons, bro. Keep him away.
Don't you think though? Because like he's a big player, he's very physical.
He's a good player though. Don't get me. I ain't gonna deny that. Zaniolo's a good
he's
player.
not good if he can't play though.
He plays versatile across all the 3 front positions. Cam, left wing, right wing. You can play.
Yeah, he can play across the front 3 and he can play attacking.
He's good with both feet.
Do you know why? Do you know why I can see it happening? Yeah, because you see the way that this guy just bulldozes through that pitch with his pace and his, not really his pace, but his power, and he covers ground quick. He's just a big guy, isn't it? The way he's so physical, I know Conte loves his physical guys, yeah. And
it's
the way
Zaniolo, similar. It's very similar to the way that Kulu drives with the ball.
He's very similar, but I think Zaniolo is like more of a beast than Kulusevski.
Yeah.
Zaniolo is more beast mode than him, yeah. He's got very good technique, right? Good dribbling, good with both feet. I can see it happening, but the injuries, I just can't overlook 2 ACLs, man.
43 games last season, I heard he played though.
He missed 11 though.
But come on, 43 games is a good outcome, and I'm not being funny. He's not going to be starting for us. We need players that can play 30 plus. If he's missing a couple games for injury, it's not that bad. Like, we have many options, but we just need him to be there to be available off the bench, and sometimes in those games when we want to.
If it wasn't for those ACLs, or if he had just done 1 ACL, I would have taken him without thinking. But those 2, I just feel that there's other options we got to explore. But if based on talent alone, he's more talented than Maddison. I ain't gonna deny that. 100%. But based on right now, I'm taking Maddison over him.
Yeah. Too much of a liability for me with the injuries.
Yeah, and how much do you reckon he'll be available for as well? That's the question.
I think the quote was. I remember I was reading on Di Marsio's page, like this is months ago in Juventus, because he almost went to Juve, innit? Juve fumbled it. They were saying it was like 40 to 45 million euros, which is like,
it's not that expensive. It's 35, 30 mil.
35 mil, yeah, around that figure. So it's not too expensive. But then Maddison is obviously going to be Maddison. They're talking around 60. But if Winks goes the other way, and even if it's a separate deal, it kind of, even if Winks' deal was completely separate, it kind of like it'll still even it out. I don't know, man. For me, I'd rather go Maddison.
What do you guys make of Depay as well? We were kind of linked from here and there. You're not convinced.
I'm taking him without thinking.
But he'll be on a cheap as well.
Yeah, then again, 10 mil, 10, 15 mil, it's not the worst.
Bro, they were saying like 17 million, like 20 million euros. Bro, I'm taking him all day long, bro. Cover for Son. Sorted.
I don't think he would do that well, though. Like, we've seen him flop at United.
But the thing is, look at United at the time, yeah? They had fucking Louis van Gaal, bro. They were so shit under Van Gaal. Yes, they won
Di
the
Maria
FA Cup.
even flopped.
Huh?
Di Maria even flopped.
Di Maria flopped. Pogba was poor under Van Gaal. Like, Louis van Gaal just wasn't that guy.
But anyhow, we signed Depay, and I see man dropping music videos during the season. I'm fuming.
I can't lie, Depay, for the price, like, he's a good player to have, but I just don't think that he's gonna accept being like a full. Like, he's gonna go from being a squad player at Barcelona to a squad player.
That's the thing, because with the World Cup coming up, I don't think he's gonna want to be a squad player.
But with Lewandowski there, he's got no chance of playing. He's gonna
So I think he's gonna want to go somewhere where he's guaranteed.
Yeah, he ain't guaranteed to play here. Like Lewandowski and then Kane. That's 2 of the best strikers in the world ahead of him.
Did you see the goal that Depay scored yesterday?
The turn was crazy.
Bro,
he was playing against them Americans, man. So yeah. I don't know, man. I know a couple of semi-pro ballers that could make it out there.
That's true, still. But you listen, for that kind of price, I'm taking Memphis all day long.
Yeah, it makes sense as well.
I still feel that we need another forward, because listen, and this is the same thing with our back line, and this is what's kind of worrying me, and this is why I've given the window a 6. Yeah, we're 1 injury away from being in trouble. I think midfield, centre backs, and even forwards, bro.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Bro,
so.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know about you lot, yeah, I said this before. I'm really, really not a fan of Richarlison, man. Not at all. I just don't like the guy. I don't think he's a good player.
I'm going to
I
like
don't.
him. Still. I can't lie. I'm going to like him.
You know what it is, actually, you're gonna
Oh,
start to
man.
like him once you start to see him score goals coming off the bench, just pressing those defenders and being that player that we need.
But Lucas
to
does
be
that
second
though.
option. Lucas does it like a headless chicken. Richarlison does it smart. He's aggressive when you need to be. He can win the ball. You've seen he's very good at tackles.
The thing that
his
I
dribbling
think he does
isn't
well,
so good, but he can create opportunities for himself, and he doesn't
just wins fouls. Like when I watch him, I'm like, all you're doing is winning fouls.
I mean, got no free kick takers neither.
Like he can't take free kicks. Like,
I started to like him.
bro, Richarlison for me is a fake Brazilian man.
I said a fake.
Come on, bro. Don't disrespect them like that.
Nah, man. 60 million, Great British pound.
That's
on
R9 right there,
Richarlison.
bro.
No, bro, louder R9.
That's R9.
You know what I
bro.
love as well, man? You know what I love as well? Ash, you have to hear this one. He's a passion merchant, isn't he? He loves passion. He loves the atmosphere. Right?
I like that.
And
I
he wants
appreciate
to
that
be
about
here,
him,
bro.
but
He wants to
bro,
be
you're
here.
just
Playing in the
he's so mid, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I know he was
though.
playing in it. I know he was playing in a shit team, but it's still that like, bro. I don't want to say this, but I know it's preseason, but even in preseason, he just looks bad. He just looks bad, bro.
He's been training with them for like a week or two, not even probably a week, maybe a week and a half.
When I seen him back on, I was sold. That's all I needed. I seen my back on. He's first over there. That's all I need.
That's a bit shameless, Cal, man. It's a bit shameless.
Bro,
But no, definitely. I think he fits in well in it. And for years, we've been down out for a backup striker. The fact he can actually challenge the front three.
Did you, man, want Richarlison before we got him? Be honest.
No, I didn't.
No, I'll be real. I've got a tweet out there where I said I'd prefer Depay to him. But now that we've got Richarlison, I'm more than willing to back him because he's a good player. He may not be the best one out there, and we probably could have got someone else for a better price. But I think we wanted Premier League proven. And as you said, we're going out there to take the littlest, the smaller teams' best players, and that's what we've done, man. We had to go get someone that we know is going to get goals.
I'll be honest, I won't lie. Like Arsenal fans will get happy. I won't lie. I wanted Jesus.
Bro, I said this before. Jesus, for me, if you're playing him as a number 9, if you're playing them both as a number 9, Jesus is by far better than Richarlison, bro.
Cap.
Nah, he is, bro. He is.
Who plays for Brazil?
Jesus is better.
Bro, Fred plays for Brazil. Royale plays for Brazil.
Wait. Jesus goes on record as the only ever Brazilian striker to go to a World Cup and not score a goal. The only ever Brazilian striker. This guy sets
Jesus scored the winning goal in the Copa America final 2019, bro.
And who scored the first goal?
Not Richarlison.
Didn't he not score the first or
Richarlison
second?
scored it. Richarlison scored. So in the 93rd minute, when it was already 2-1 and they'd already won the game, he scored a penalty. He scored a penalty to make it 3-1. But Jesus, I don't want to come in like I'm doing mad Jesus prop, but he put them ahead in that. But bro, listen, I can't even lie. For the right price, and I said this many times, I wanted Jesus. Jesus is a backup striker all day long. I hear it. He's gone to Arsenal to be the main guy. But then, come on, man, £60 million, bro. We could have got someone like Scamacca or something like that.
Yeah. People are overhyping this Scamacca guy.
Nah. I ain't never seen him. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He looked good last year. I didn't watch him like all season, but I saw a couple of games of him. He looked very good. He's good technically for a tall guy. But he doesn't move me. Like, I don't think he's guaranteed to come into this league and have success. I think
I can't lie. Like when I watch him, he moves me, man. Like when he's on his form and he's dropping deep and he's linking up play and he moves. We don't need a striker to do that. We got Kane. No, I know that, but when I was saying this to Jacko one time. I said sometimes when I watch Scamacca and he's on his game, bro, he reminds me of a young Harry Kane. I swear to God. His ball striking is nowhere near as good as Kane. Nowhere near. Yeah? And he needs to improve that. But the way he drops deep, links up play, sprays the ball about outside of his foot, wraps his foot around it. Bro, there's a serious player in there, man. If he reaches his potential, he's going to be a serious striker. Probably one of the best.
It's exciting, man. Definitely. I'm just going to run through the comments real quick. Endo.
Yo, these pigeons are moving mad, bro.
There's a big up you for some media. And how are you going to go to the Bernabeu with Longley, Spence, and 34-year-old Perisic? A bit more respect for Perisic, I'd say.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I hear it. Djed Spence will do well under Conte. He'll get the best out of him. Hopefully. Big up, lads. Madison at CBM. We're cooking. Definitely. And has Matt Doherty left Spurs yet? No, I don't think he has. JLS talking football. I hear it. I think he's talking to you, Jords. You know who that is? Nick. Sorry.
Nick's been hiding. He's been hiding since the end of the season.
We could get Skriniar. Nah, I don't think that. He's looking like he's gonna go PSG. Actually, isn't it?
Who? Sorry.
Skriniar.
Nah, I think that deal's off now. I think it's off.
Is it? So let's just slap 60, 70 M's on the table. Let's go.
For who? Bastoni?
No, Skriniar.
He won't leave to come to Tottenham.
80, they want 80 million euros. So that's like what, 70 million pounds.
Bro, I'll take the risk and forget a creative midfielder for Skriniar. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The thing is with Skriniar though, he plays right side. He plays in Romero's position, innit?
He can't play
ain't gonna. Huh?
Can he play centre?
Not
he
really.
Could, but I don't think it's worth spending 75.
He's actually someone that's upload on.
I agree with I agree with George here. Yeah, as good as Skriniar is it worth spending that on him for him to replace Dyer? Is it worth it? I don't think it is.
Yeah, it's true. But like you were saying, if Dyer or Romero is injured, it's not looking good. You've got flipping Sanchez and who's the other centre back replacement? Longley potentially in a Champions League game against PSG or someone big. We definitely need cover, man. I hear you. Why do you man get Pau Torres? We were discussing it earlier. Potential. Skip.
Bro, you see these fans of these other teams, they don't rate Skip, you know. They must just not watch him.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you right now, fans that don't rate Skip, they don't watch him. They don't watch him. They probably watch like 2 or 3 Spurs games where Skip's played.
Bro, it's always
all the rival fans that have watched it. No, all the rival fans that have watched him always come to me and say, you know, Skip's a good player. I can't lie. Because they see what he brings to the team. These people don't watch Skip. They're just
Arsenal fans must just not watch Spurs then. But they don't rate him.
Spence is going to get destroyed by winners like
Rashford, yeah.
Rashford.
Bro,
I swear Spence looked at
bro, you wait till you see the physicality of Spence and the balls that he has. This guy won't back down from nothing, bro. Spence will clamp guys like Rashford. Come on, man.
Man said, "Alright, this is Ty's burner account." Man said,
"Bro, these guys did these guys not see what he did to Martinelli? He absolutely had him in a headlock, bro. Threw him about all over the place. Martinelli was flying on the floor.
Well, not wrapped up by our very own Jaffet at the start of the season, man. Let's dead these wingers, bro.
For real. This one's why you boys don't know we need to do minimum win Carabao. What do we got? What do you think about the finish of the season as well? I do want to get into
it. Depends who we sign in the next. The window's going on till September, innit? So for this next month and a half, depends who we sign. I can't. Listen, our squad right now, I can't put expectations like that of Conte. If we get an attacking midfielder and a good centre back, then I'll say we got to win a trophy.
I'm gonna say regardless. I'm gonna say regardless of who we sign, top 4 and trophy. I need that. Give me that Carabao FA Cup. I need that.
I agree. We have to get top. As I said, we're a team that we're putting ourselves into a position where we're guaranteed top 4. So I guarantee that our team has to finish top 4. I expect that regardless. If we don't finish top 4, then it's a horrible season. Winning a trophy.
If we don't finish top 4, that is a disaster, bro.
Disaster. All this money spent, it's a disaster. And I'm not being funny. Conte's contract will be over at the end of next season. I don't think it will get renewed unless.
If he don't get top 4, that contract won't trigger that extension.
Yeah, they won't trigger that extension. It's too much money, and I'm not being funny. Probably rightly so. Unless there's something mad happens in season, like Kane gets injured, then there's no excuse. Regardless,
I agree with that. If there's no top 4, then
top 4 has to be guaranteed. And then the trophy, I agree with Callum, man. We've got to do it. We've seen our team is good enough to beat Man City. We're good enough to compete with Liverpool on our best day. At our best, we can compete with them and just have a good game. So I don't see why we can't win a trophy. It's not been good enough to go this long not winning a trophy. And Conte, the manager that he is, I expect a Carabao Cup, FA Cup, wherever it is, bring me that domestic trophy. I just need our team to take that step.
Bro, I need that parade. I need to be on Tottenham High Road celebrating.
Bro, we're not doing a parade for a Carabao Cup, man.
I don't want to. I don't even care about
I'll be there by myself then.
That's embarrassing, bro. How you parading for a Carabao Cup?
It's been so long.
I've not seen one trophy in my life. Of course I'm gonna be there.
Nah, I don't want to parade that trophy.
Bro, you can't be parading a Carabao Cup, bro.
I will. Maybe I'm shameless. I will.
Bro, listen, if it's the FA Cup, yeah, then I hear it. If it's the FA Cup, I maybe hear it. If it's a Carabao, come on, bro.
Arsenal have paraded FA Cups over these years. We're definitely parading that shit, bro.
I guarantee you, if we win one of them and do a parade, you man are both there.
I'm not going.
I wouldn't go to a Carabao. I'll go to the FA Cup. I won't go to.
I'll go to FA Cup parade. I ain't going to, bro. I am not leaving my house for a Carabao Cup.
Ethan, you rolling?
I'm rolling, but not a massive parade like singing and dancing. Just like show face.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Nah, I ain't doing that, bro.
I'm there.
Definitely, it's been too long, man. Definitely, but yeah, I think I'll take any trophy in top four, like you guys are saying. I think that's the minimum requirement. That we've backed a world-class manager. What more can we expect? I feel like,
bro, listen, I'm only taking a trophy for the sake of putting this narrative to bed. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Realistically, if we didn't have this trophy drought on top of our head, I don't care about domestic. I wouldn't care about domestic cups.
Come on, bro. We're not above domestic cups. Even if we won one in the last 5 years, a trophy's a trophy.
Bro, I agree with that. Like I said to you, if we didn't have that trophy drought, yeah, then I don't care about these cups. I want to go for it.
So what would be a successful season? If we'd won let's say we won the Carabao with Mourinho, then what would have been a successful season now then? With the signings we've made.
If we win the Carabao and when we don't finish in the top four, that's a bad season.
That's a bad season.
We need both.
That's a bad season. Like
I'm talking last season when we had Mourinho. If we won the Carabao Cup back then, and with that pressure, that tension that was relieved, and we had Conte, we backed him this year. What would be like
we'd be aiming for top four. I think we'd be aiming for top four and be able to potentially title challenge. That'd be a good season if we can finish third. But I don't think the pressure would be on us to win a trophy as much. But as we all know, it's 14 years going on to 50. It's going to be 15 once if we do win a trophy next season. It's going to be 2023. It's a long time, man. It's a long time. Most of us are grown up. Not like I've seen my team win a trophy, but it was a long time ago now. So we just need to get that done. And I'm not being funny. You can't start to aim to win a league and win a Champions League without winning the domestic trophy. We need to take baby steps. So you got to win that trophy and then work your way up to the other trophies. We can't just skip that.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I hear it.
What are you saying? I'll see all of you man at the parade, yeah?
You ain't seen me at no parade.
I'm gonna be there, bro.
You see, if it's an FA Cup, yeah, I'll be there 100%.
So it's clear of purple patch on. Let's not do this. The disrespect on this guy is mad. Over 100 Premier League goals as a winger. Yes, not taking like keep him.
I swear Son's got how much goals is Son?
You know what? If Son does 100, if Son does the, I mean, even though I'm not a fan of Richarlison, even though I'm not a fan of Richarlison, if Son does the purple patch, if he does that purple patch nonsense, then we just at least we've got someone. Who did we have last season? Bergwijn. He was shite, bro.
Yeah. You might find your Spurs are trash. Come to us when you win something. We're loading. Casey said 6 out of 10. That's a good reflection. Can't lie. I'm going to skip the next comment very fast. He said, are you really that much better than Arsenal, though? If they get another midfield and one more attacker, they're probably above you. What do we think about Arsenal?
I'm not scared of them, bro. They made a couple good signings. I'm not worried about them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'll say? They're making some good signings, but I'm more worried about Man United than I am about Arsenal.
I'm not worried about United either.
Nah,
United don't scare me, bro.
I'm more worried about you.
Ash, why are you worried about either of these? I don't think we should be worried about either Manchester United or Arsenal. Yes, I agree. Arsenal have made some good signings.
Bro, Ten Hag is a top coach, bro.
Arteta is the coach that is just going to stop them from doing anything next season. Plus, they still have many holes. That front line is not going to score 20 goals. None of them are going to be 15 plus goals a season players. Like they just don't have that. As well as Man United, I don't know why you'd be worried about them. Their front line's a mess. They're relying on Martial Remontada. That's all they've
Bro,
got.
it's not happening. Martial
Bro,
ain't
I
getting
It's
can't
not
lie.
happening.
I
Because
can't
Ronaldo, they
lie.
can't do another
Yeah.
Ronaldo season. There's no way
Man,
he's
tell you
scoring.
Rashford's looking good again.
Bro, I'm telling you now, there's gonna be a Martial Remontada next season. I feel it, bro. I just
don't tell me
feel it.
pre-season's gassing you as well.
Nah,
They
it's
ain't
not
scoring more than
gassing me, but
15.
it's not gassing me. I've watched both of their preseason games, yeah. Bro, when you watch the way he's playing with his confidence is back, yeah. He's actually got a proper coach now, not fucking Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who had no clue what he was doing, yeah. He's actually got a proper coach. He's confident, and bro, let's be real. Martial has always been a good player. He always has been a good player, but I feel he's a bit of a confidence guy, and he needs a good team around him, free flowing football. I think he will score loads of goals next season.
What,
I'm putting
15?
Martial to score. I'm
More
putting
than
him to
15
score
in
at
the Prem?
least. I reckon Martial will do 15 in the Prem minimum.
I think he has once before. I believe he had 15 or 16 in one season. But he won't do that next year. I reckon he gets 7 or 8 max.
Bro, damn. I'm saying 10, 12. If he
Man
scores
said
more
7
than
or 8.
15,
You're taking a piss.
bro, if he scores more than 15, I'll buy that Martial pillow off time. I'll buy it.
We said he's keeping Ronaldo at the team then, but he's back.
No.
Yeah, of course he is. Yes, bro. Martial is keeping Ronaldo at that team, bro. Bro, I'm sorry. When it comes to the way Ten Hag wants to play with that free flowing football, and actually being proactive rather than standing there throwing your hands, demanding the ball all the time. Trust me, Martial starting over him. You will see a much more free flowing, fluid team with Martial up front than Ronaldo. Fact. Bro, Ronaldo's rubbed, man. He just needs to go to like MLS or something.
Yeah. Everyone smash a like, guys. Please do remember to smash a like. It's very much appreciated. Because everyone in here, we've got 23 people in here right now. Casey's a legend. He said Jesus or Richarlison. I'm loving how they said debate. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Do you know why I hate this? Do you know why I hate this debate? Yeah, because these guys are just trying to find any excuse to try and like do like a comparison. You're comparing Jesus, who's your main number 9, to our backup left winger / striker. Go and compare your starting number 9 to our starting number 9.
Oh, yeah.
And then the conversation just ends there. Thank you very much. That's like me trying to compare flipping. That's like me saying Romero's better than Rob Holding. What kind of nonsense is that?
It really is. That is basically what they're doing.
That's like me comparing my. Do you get what I'm saying? Bro, go compare starting 11 players to starting 11 players, please.
Someone said Jesus will outscore Kane this season.
Where?
Wait, what? In the comments.
Oh my god, I'm seeing this Keenan guy.
Let me screen that. So let me just zoom past it.
You're gonna have to scroll all the way up.
Big up the panel on this one, yeah. Big up everyone in here. Jaws rate anyone outside of Spurs.
I rate a lot of players, man.
He's just better footballer, but Charlotte suits the system, especially. Yeah, I can hear that one. I can't lie, I do. Djed Spence reminds me of Raya Sessegnon, but there's no guarantee he'll hit the levels this season. And assisted 60 million. Yeah, that's the price of someone that's got a contract as their best player, you know. Big up. Luca. Spurs are doing 50 cents from anything. Hello, silence. Spence give me Wan-Bissaka vibes after he left Palace. That's so disrespectful.
Endo's the hater. He's the biggest hater.
So disrespectful. He's a legend. But yeah. Spurs don't hit top 4. Don't get silverware, then it's a failed season.
Of course.
I think top 4 alone, I'll be very disappointed. I'm not going to lie to you, man.
Yeah, I need that
top
trophy.
4. Yeah, bro, definitely.
It depends in the fashion that we
bro,
finish.
Listen,
third or second, and that's an amazing season.
Are you? How about this? Are you guys taking this? Yeah. FA Cup round of, let's say, quarterfinals of the Champions League, and no top 4, no Champions League.
No way.
Bro, listen. Let me just say this now.
Champions League football, bro.
That's a 12-year drought ended, by the way.
Bro, listen, let me just say this now, yeah. If we win an FA Cup and finish 5th, it's a failure of a season.
Failure.
Yeah. Failure. Listen. These Arsenal fans like to talk saying, "Oh, but you finished top 4, but you didn't win a trophy." But I know in my head, as a fan, like I'm saying right now, if we finish 5th or 6th or 7th and won an FA Cup, it would be a failure of a season. So where they say, but we won trophies, it don't matter. You didn't finish top 4. You ain't kicked bro. The last time they played Champions League, my nephew wasn't born. I don't remember life before that.
But Ash, are we now saying our objectives are the same as Arsenal? Are we saying
no? They're not, bro. Our objectives are to win a trophy and to finish in the top 4. If we finish outside the top 4, I don't care. Even if we win the Carabao and the FA Cup, it's a failure of a season if we don't finish top 4. Failure.
Facts.
But then I'd say last season was a success because we got back into
because of the circumstances.
Season around. Yeah, true. But it's like I don't know. I feel like even that season with Mourinho where we finished seventh or whatever, he got a bit of backing. He got us to the Carabao final, and it didn't look like we're going to finish top 4. I would have seen it as a slight success if he won us the Carabao Cup. And we're in a Conference League, but we finished above Arsenal. That's not the best season ever. It's not the best season
but
ever.
You're thinking of it back then. It was very bad, though. Now our team's a completely different team. That's way better than then. So I don't think we can compare it.
I wouldn't say so, because we had Bale at them times. We had...
Bale turned up.
Kulusevski's better than Bale, currently.
No, I agree with that.
Bale got 15 goals in the league, bro.
He got 11 in the league, and they were all against small teams.
He got 11 in the league, and he got 16. Was it 16 all comps?
No, he had a good season considering that Mourinho didn't start.
Given the circumstances, Bale had a good season. I hear that.
But the last 3 seasons, I never expected us to get top 4 though. So.
But the thing is, Bale's always been a sick player, man. I never doubted that guy.
Yeah, I would have liked to see more of him, definitely. When was the last time Tottenham got over 90 points?
Not many teams have in won leagues with over 90 points. So that's just a rubbish statement.
Super cheeky. Do you guys think we can smash our points record? I think it was with the Leicester won the Prem.
82? I think it was after that season. Maybe I think the one where we finished second behind Chelsea. It was around 82. I don't know if we can best 80 points this season. I'd be very impressed if we could, and getting 80 points would be a very good season.
Yeah, definitely. Especially in this current climate. Yeah, definitely. How much for Liverpool? We'll get into that.
Yeah, they'll feel that.
Yeah, they'll feel that. They're replacing with Darwin Nunez, man. It's peak. Man United are wash. They're not in the convert Arsenal threat to you, man, though. Fear Arsenal next. Joke, you not struggle when you play 2 games a week. Arteta was crying about it. Yeah, no, definitely. I think Mikel's very overrated, but we'll get into that as well. Jesus, Saka, Martinelli will score 45 goals combined as a solid front line.
Oh, because none of them will bang goals. They've got to combine 3 of the amount of goals they think they'll score 3 players.
Bro, these men are just reaching they're reaching for the stars, man. Allow it, man.
Saka scored 9 or whatever last season, or 10. Martinelli got like 7. Jesus got 7. So how he expects all 3 of them to double their best tallies is crazy.
Super crazy. I've got a sneaky feeling that Spurs could get 3rd, but I'm sure they can win a domestic trophy. That
would still be a good season.
Yeah, Keenan, I don't even know if I could give this.
This is the one we were talking about.
Yeah, I hope the rest of your fan base agree with that, Keenan. Big up Josh Smith with a super chat. Arsenal struggled.
Bro, do you know how to understand? If Jesus could not outscore Kane at Man City, how's he going to do at Arsenal?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's so true. And I feel like Kane's loading this season, bro. I'm not going to lie to you.
Kane will bang this season.
Bro, I can't lie. Kane is another one like Dyer. He is in the best physical shape I've ever seen him, yeah? And I know it's preseason, but bro, he looks so sharp in preseason. Usually in preseason, Kane looks sloppy.
Oh, usually
we all know this. In preseason, we all know it. Kane is going to be sloppy. He's not fit. Now he's fit. You can see, bro, he's trimmed down a lot. Bro, in both the games in preseason, for me, he looks sharp. Very, very sharp.
It's all that
So
lack
I
of
think next season we might see the best version of Kane. I hope so.
I was saying that. I'm really convinced that Kane might have another 25 plus goal a season.
Is that 30
I'm
goals?
100%.
30.
25. I think he
Bro,
might
if
break
we can
25,
listen,
yeah.
if we can get an attacking midfielder where Kane doesn't have to like drop deep all the time, he's getting minimum 25 goals. Minimum
Oh,
in
that's
the
what I'm
league.
saying.
In the league.
Bring me Madison, bro. Bring me Madison.
Another
Bring me
factor
Maddison,
which
man.
is massive, yeah, he's gonna play less fixtures in other. So you know them games where I mentioned this to you last time, Ash, Carabao Cup, League Cup, where he doesn't need to play, or Champions League final game doesn't need to play. He's gonna get rested, which is massive. Richarlison time, yeah, lich, massive.
And I think with the 5 subs as well, it's gonna make Conte more comfortable bringing Kane off the pitch because he knows that like there's other subs there. There's plenty of players that he can look at on the bench and look to bring them on.
Yeah, and we haven't had this for years as well. It's massive. Hippie, you don't rate Jesus, you don't know football. Yeah, we will do Keenan. Don't worry.
Everyone's worrying.
I didn't even say that I don't rate him.
He's getting cooked in the comments. You'll see. He's getting absolutely cooked. This kid, guy.
Yeah, this is a good question as well. What do we expect in champs? I'm going to wrap this up in 10 minutes, guys. Please do smash a like. But I just want to quickly run through the panel. What do we actually expect in champs? I don't think I've heard anyone really mention it too heavily as well. It's not a lot of belief.
Bro, all I want is a couple good away games. Couple good away days, and I'm happy. I ain't expecting to go far in the competition.
For me, I want us to go anywhere from quarters onwards is a bonus.
Same. I think quarters is bare minimum for me. I have to get to the quarters.
We have to get to the quarters.
Unless we draw a big team in a knockout round like a Bayern, a PSG, a Real, then I'll be like, all right, cool. Look, we got a bad draw. Maybe we can't really do much about it. But if we get a decent team, a team that we can put up a good challenge against, I expect quarters. And I don't think Conte's past record in the champ is going to affect him going into this season because we've we've given him what he needs depth-wise. Even though we still need a few more players, we still need, as we said, 2 or 3 would be perfect, but probably 1 or 2 is going to be realistic. He has enough players to rotate the squad where we're not going to have fitness issues, so he shouldn't have the Champions League problem.
Yeah, nice little touch with Perisic and Longley, who've played Champions League as well. I think Longley will be a decent one in the Champions League, depending on opposition as well. We'll get a good run out. Yeah, Jesus is class. He's moved all over the pitch at City and never given back in. For a full season at Arsenal, he would bang. Josh said, when has Jesus won the Golden Boot, let alone above 15 goals in the Prem? Good point. His scores 15. Max Keenan says he's never played a full season. His goals 90 elite in the Prem. Yeah, his minutes per goals are great. They're great. But when you're playing behind KDB and...
That's what I'm saying. And now he's going to be playing ahead of Partey and Xhaka.
Don't Deadwood. Arsenal fans are in for a shock. That documentary looked good, though. We'll tune into that.
Looking forward to that. Especially the last couple episodes.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I just want to skip it to the North London derby and the Newcastle game. That's all I want to see. I don't want to see nothing.
You know what's crazy as well? Their game, it's released a day before their game, I think. So it's
August the 4th. It's 2 games, 2 days, I think.
2 days before, yeah. That's gonna be.
It might be 1. I don't know. I know we play on the 6th. They might play on the 5th.
So I'll be locked in for that. Amazon Prime ready. My man said Jesus will outscore Kane. 2. Yeah.
They're cooking him in the comments.
They're cooking him. I'm just seeing it now. Keenan's adamant that Jesus will get 18 to 20. Mane has 1 goal since Jan, but 40 goals combined. Move your bumper. Yes, true. Yeah. Okay, guys, I do want to wrap up in a minute, but is there anything else that we want to talk about in regards to going forward for this window? I do want to get you guys on very soon. I mean, what do we expect? I know we mentioned a creative midfielder. We mentioned a centre back.
I'm expecting a creative midfielder, not just some shitty guy. I'm expecting a top player, yeah. And then I'm expecting another centre back.
Yeah.
Maybe another forward if we can do something. Hopefully, I really hope for a forward kind of thing. But if it don't happen,
I wouldn't get your hopes up, though. Not for that. I reckon 2 more players max is the best we'll do.
Same. And I think if we get the attacking midfielder, I think if we aim to get a centre back, I know if we get a player like Maddison, we're not going to spend a lot on a centre back. So I think that in that case, I wouldn't be too upset if we go and get someone that's a good young prospect that can play in the centre and be a backup to Dyer, because we have to consider that Rodon's going to be going out and Tanganga is going to be going out as well. So we will need some centre back options. But if they are young, they have to be sort of a young top centre back, not none of these dead. I don't want to have a £10 million championship centre back.
No.
Yeah,
It has to be
That's
someone
an absolute no-go. And
someone
listen,
that's going to be that could
I don't
be,
want no one to tell me, listen, I don't want no one telling me, but Conte approved him. Forget it. I'm not taking no championship centre back, bro. Forget that.
No, for real. None of that rubbish, man. It has to be someone that's established. And if they're going to be a backup player, at least they've got to be solid in that position to be able to replace Dyer comfortably.
No, I agree.
We need to get rid of the Deadwood as well. I need to see Winks gone, Lo Celso gone, and Ndombele gone. Yeah, I need them all out.
Definitely. Again, I can't like Patrice's done some good business financially as well. Like when you think we haven't spent too much money, brought in 6 players, and we still got players that we can get rid of as well. We will need to recoup some funds in terms of.
We got a good amount for Bergwijn, considering it was never really great.
Made prof on that somehow. It's crazy.
How was it like couple mil prof?
Yeah, couple mil prof, but still, like, considering he's been sitting
I don't
on the
like
bench.
the way he's mouthing off now, though. I've seen
I don't, bro. Do you know what? Yeah, I just don't like that.
Yeah,
he just, bro. Every other day, I'm seeing some Bergwijn comments. Just shut up, like I don't want to hear from someone that produced a bare minimum. You got no right to talk. No right.
To be fair, he didn't get an opportunity, and I hear it.
Bro, Jose
did, but under Conte, he never got the chance. Every time
he didn't deserve it.
He proved himself. He proved himself every time he got the chance. And I thought it was a bit harsh, but I do agree that he had to go because we needed an upgrade on him.
I feel like he's getting too excited, man. Like I get it. I get it. He's happy. He's back in Ajax. Well, yeah. Love story, because I think he came from the academy or whatever.
Yeah, he did.
Homecoming, and sometimes you get a bit happy, but bro, just allow it, man. You're not that.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, the one thing I don't want to see next season is when he scores 15 goals or whatever, because he probably will. I
don't want to see people say, "Oh, we should have sold Bergwijn."
We should have kept him. Yeah, I don't want to hear that rubbish. Like he will go and bang in the Eredivisie, but that's the Eredivisie. We saw Vincent Janssen score nearly 30 plus goals there. Like, let's calm down.
He's another fraud
thing over there.
Yeah, don't get me started on that one there. No, but Monty's backstage. Another guy that you said what's he good. Another guy that I want to see go is Richarlison. I was playing some highlights from last season, and he just wasn't looking up for it at all.
Bro,
I feel like he was getting away with murder last season.
Listen. Last season, he was getting away with absolute murder, bro. I was watching him, and I was wanting to dash something at my TV. I was thinking, get this guy out. There was about 5 or 6 games where I was thinking, get him off the pitch right now. Like, bro, do you know what? He's a good left. Reguilón is a good left back, but as a wing back, for what we need right now, I'm selling him, and not even selling him. I'm forcing him out the door. Get out of it.
The thing is, he's a sellable asset as well. Like I reckon we could get a decent amount for him.
Bro, do you know what the sad thing is? Yeah, is I had high hopes for him, but then even when Conte came in, I was thinking Reguilón as a wing back might be it. Yeah, but it's just not worked out for him, and we need to move him on. Perisic is coming. Listen, I'm not overly keen on Sessegnon. I don't rate him that highly, but I think the performances that he put in towards the latter part of the season against Arsenal, he had Saka in a headlock. He had Mo Salah in a headlock. He put in some good performances, yeah? So if he can keep that up, I'm happy for him to be an understudy to Perisic and see how he goes. So I'm kind of happy for him to stay. But Reguilón, see you later, man. See you later.
We owe money on that Reguilón deal as well. So it's sort of one where we have to sell him in order to...
Yeah, we have to sell it. We have to sell it.
And I've been a fan of Reguilón. I've tried to defend him for so long, but the name that people gave him, the regular Don, is just real, bro. Like, this guy... He looked really good at the start, and he just started to fall off. His ability going forward just isn't that good. His crossing was so inconsistent. He'd whip in a worldie, and then it'd be shit for the next 3 to 4 crosses. And his defense, he was getting
And
skinned
the thing is,
every
like,
other week, man.
he doesn't like when I watch him. And the thing that this is one thing I've always said I liked about Cess is I like the runs that he makes. He makes intelligent runs. Yes, the end product needs to improve with Cess, but the foundation, the understandings are there. Like he understands like where to be, when to make runs. Like in the Liverpool game, he was making so many good runs, getting into great positions. So I was like, you know what? I was very happy with his performance in that Liverpool game at Anfield. But yeah,
He
man.
was a Jose player, in my opinion, by the way. He's a Jose
Who?
player. Regulon, the Jose player.
Yeah. Send him. Do you know what? I think Roma would be a perfect club for him. I really do. Send Reguilon to Roma.
Haven't they got Florenzi? No, he plays on the right side, right?
Yeah.
No, they got the other one.
What's his name, man?
Spinazzola.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
But Spinazzola's injury prone though.
cold man.
He's
He's
hard,
cold.
though.
And he's old. I think he's old, you know.
Spinazzola's like 30, I think.
He's a good player though.
Yeah, he's a very good player.
Mons, what's your take on windows so far? And just a quick wrap up. We're gonna close out in around.
On Tottenham's window, I think I was quite wowed by your window to begin with. Not gonna lie, because obviously it's been a while since you've moved like this. The last time you moved like this when you sold Bell, so it's like kind of puts a perspective on you lot. You know, your owner's not really backing whoever comes in, but now it's like you got a world-class manager. You know, he's being backed, and now it's almost, I don't want to say it's no excuses, because when you actually look at it in hindsight, you've only signed 2 starters for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think Spence starts. I think Doherty starts, in my opinion. I don't think Richarlison starts. I think Kulusevski has earned his spot in that Tottenham side, and until otherwise, then Richarlison can come in and earn his place, regardless of the price tag. Richarlison's got time himself to develop anyways. He can develop under Kane, one of the best strikers in the world. It's not, do you know what I mean? That's something he's gonna have to grow, and he's gonna have to kind of accept that for now. But if Richarlison starts, he does in it. But I think it should be Kulusevski. And then obviously you got Perisic who walks into the team, and Basumi walks into the team. So for me, it's only 2 starting 11 players that you've actually replaced.
I've been saying the same thing. We've only got 2 starting 11 players, but if we can get a top attacking midfielder that starts, and we can get another centre back, maybe I won't complain. Maybe it makes it doable, innit? Like you kind of see the window, you're like, all right, cool, let's go. Like it is what it is.
From a Liverpool perspective, I think, or from just a neutral perspective, I just generally think that for you to bridge the gap that you're trying to bridge, it needs to be more starting 11 players. It's all good, you know, better in your squad, but I think for me, you need to make the first team players the squad players and do it that way. Which can still happen. It's one window. Do you know what I mean? It's not like this can't happen. It's one window. Do you know what I mean?
But you have to say that, Monster. I don't even. It's fair what you're saying, and I understand what you're saying. But that's assuming that Lenglet and Spence don't come into the team and start, which I personally think they are going to be starting within, maybe not straight away because they've got to settle in, but after the first month or 2, you're going to see them play the majority of the games throughout the season. So that's 4 starters, maybe not amazing in other people's eyes, but they improve our team.
Yeah,
which as a team already had a bit of success last season as well.
We need that depth. Like even Conte said it, he looked at the bench last season, there's no options. Even just having Richarlison on the bench now, Højbjerg on the bench.
But again, Højbjerg is starter now on the bench. You see it?
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Like
and then if we do sign a James Maddison, stick him on the bench as well, our bench is looking 30.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the possibilities are there. I think now it's about finding consistency. I don't know where you lot think you're going to finish and stuff like that. Obviously, certain think you're going to challenge for the title. I think that is.
Who said that?
Oh, really? Oh, really?
It wasn't me.
Oh, really? Couple man said you man are going to challenge for the title. I don't think all of you lot think that. I think the more.
None of us think that.
Pardon?
None of us, man, think that.
None of us. We've already expressed ourselves on Bigsixbants today.
Oh yeah, I was just checking. So there's a certain someone in this chat, no names, that said you guys are gonna,
Hey Ethan, I hope he's not talking about you.
But of course he's not talking about me.
Someone said they're beefing Liverpool and them, man. But listen,
no, what I will say is that we've strengthened Liverpool. You know how I feel about you guys. Man, have lost Mane and replaced.
All I'm saying, is Liverpool shouldn't be so comfortable next season. I'm not going to say we're
you get it, George.
That's all it is, man. You shouldn't be so comfortable.
Everyone keeps saying this. It's going to be the same.
You definitely ain't winning the league.
Bro, no one's dissing you guys. We all respect that Liverpool is better than us. We all respect that. But don't be so comfy in that position because the last couple of years have been nice. You've had your feet up.
We cross our board every year.
You see that FIFA meme where you're sat back like this, yeah? This season, you're forward, bro. You're there.
No. But the thing is, I don't know where, bro, George. I don't know where the comfortability comes from, bro. Because I'll be honest with you, this window has had every man stressing, bro, for a centre mid. Every man's been stressing, cussing the ball.
That's true.
How about this? This is the most I've seen Jurgen Klopp criticized since he's been at the club.
I can't believe you, man, didn't get Basuma.
Yeah, he walks into your team.
They were looking at Tchouaméni and bigger players. I can't lie. They definitely didn't look at Basuma.
Yeah, that's what's annoyed. What was weird about it. We dropped an 80 million bid on Tchouaméni, but then like, cool, you don't get your target. Where's the second choice? Where's the third choice? Where's the fourth choice? Do you know what I mean? You kind of just left it and went, oh well, we got Harvey Elliott. That's fine.
Carvalho too,
but he doesn't play centre mid. He's more of a left. I don't think he's a left winger. He's like a 10, but we don't play a 10.
He's like a number 10, innit? No,
yeah,
he is a 10. Do
you know what I was thinking? Yeah. I was thinking next season. I think he's gonna. I think next season he's gonna completely change like the way. I think next season he's gonna completely change the way he plays in it. Yeah,
centre mid or left winger?
Nah, because obviously Nunez is like a number 9, isn't it? Yeah.
So you think he's gonna do 4-2-3-1?
Yeah. So he'll play. I think he'll play that Carvalho guy behind Carvalho behind Nunez in like a 4-2-3-1. And I feel that I don't know how because he's used to playing that kind of false 9 system, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how Jurgen Klopp is gonna adapt his system, where he's now bringing in a more stiffer number 9 who's more kind of on the last shoulder of the defender rather than someone who kind of roams around, drops deep, links up play. Like, bro, it's gonna be a transition, and if it doesn't work, who's he got? Diego Jota, bro, he is shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
He's not.
Bro, Diego Jota.
He's not one that I rate, but he's a goal scorer, innit?
Listen, Jota's a goal scorer. He's a bagsman.
21 goals.
He's a bagsman, but he's
Mons,
shit.
you can be a goal scorer and still be a shit player. Come on, we all know that. Jota will find goals, and against certain teams, he will bad them up, but you don't need to tell me about Diogo Jota, bro. I promise you. Like, there's 2 players that come under major scrutiny when it comes to this team, and it's Diogo Jota at the moment. Obviously, I've been less on him because he's been injured in it, and he's got another injury now. But as I said, when he's not scoring, he's what people think Mo Salah is. He scores, but he doesn't really contribute anything else to the game. I hear it.
And that's what it is. He's not good enough in transition. His passing's not good enough. But at the same time,
he gives the ball away so
like even Robbo said it in the thing. He's like, oh yeah, if he was able to control the ball for once, like in an interview when they were both in the interview, like
who said that?
When Robertson, the guy who has the worst shooting in the world, like obviously world class left back, but when the guy's like has the worst shooting, is telling you don't have a touch. Yes. When Robertson's touch isn't even the greatest, like you just know in it, like you know what I'm saying. So I don't know, man. It's never really been a comfortability thing with Liverpool. I just think the fact that people think we've regressed when there's unknown commodities is a bit weird to me. Like, because then again, obviously, I understand City have signed Haaland, but they've also lost Jesus and Sterling. That's a lot of goals in that team, in my opinion.
And Alvarez, and Phillips, and Cucurella.
Remember, I said Haaland's getting like 27 goals this season.
Like, but I don't know. Like, as I said, like people just ignore City's deficiencies because there's no City fans around. In my opinion, that's what it is.
City are fine, bro. City are fine.
Yeah, selling Mane replaced him with Nunez.
Man, think City are fine.
These men have replacing Sterling.
Bro, listen, no.
Replacing Sterling.
Listen, City have got to replace people. They got to replace Sterling, obviously. They got they're going to replace Zinchenko, Cucurella.
Grealish will probably stick it. Grealish will probably play there, innit? Like, probably be
bro,
Grealish.
Listen, the thing is with City,
people forget how talented City academy is. They can pluck players up from the academy.
With City, they're the one club. City are the one club where you can say their recruitment 8 times out of 10 is 30. right?
I say the same for us though. 8 times out of 10.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So with City, even though they
What?
do, no, but that's what I'm saying. Even with City, even though they do need a couple, maybe two more players, you don't doubt that they're gonna get the right. You don't doubt that they're gonna
Liverpool
fill
signed
that
many
gap.
stinky players, by the
City
way.
will be fine.
Say that again?
City will be
What'd you say,
fine,
George?
bro.
I said Liverpool have signed many stinky players, by the way. You just had a good few
Bro,
years with Klopp. Apart from that, you've signed bare stinkers, bro.
Bro, I'm talking.
Nah, but under Klopp, they haven't really signed many
Yeah,
stinkers.
like, bro, the biggest stinker's Naby Keita over the last 5 years.
50 million pounds is a very big stinker.
It's not a big stinker because Naby Keita is not an awful player. He's a good
Nah, he's a
footballer,
good
but
player.
his
Naby
His,
Keita's a
fit,
good
his
player.
fitness is just not it. Like he's probably could. His price is 30 mil max, but obviously 60. But at the end of the day, everyone else has come good. Obviously, for me, who we've brought in, obviously Calvin Ramsey, Fabio Carvalho, and Darwin Nunez. I think for me, we needed one more centre mid, and I would have been happy with a window with a centre mid. I just think
Hey,
Jordan Henderson can't.
Do you know? I need to raise this point, yeah, because I saw something about Darwin Nunez, yeah, and I read somewhere that during I don't know when it was, but during the time at Benfica, yeah, Darwin he went through a goal drought, yeah. And then I saw the post was saying that he finally broke his drought and he was crying, yeah. And apparently this guy had to see a psychiatrist because you know what Portuguese fans are like, yeah. The amount of abuse he was getting online for that goal drought, like mentally, he had to see a psychiatrist. Now, let me tell you this now. The way UK football Twitter works, every bad touch Darwin has, he's going to get cooked on Twitter, yeah?
Facts.
Bro, Darwin Nunez is going to have problems next season, bro. I'm talking like...
That doesn't help as well.
If he had to see a psychiatrist to deal with the issues he had at Benfica, even when he was slapping off, because he did well at Benfica, yeah? If he had to see a psychiatrist then times, bro, if what's happened during pre-season continues into next season, it's long.
What people fail to remember with him is just my only point to make on him is he's only had one good season. Literally,
that's what I said, fam. Like I said,
that's all he's had.
How can you slap an 80 million price tag on a man that's had one good season? This is what I didn't get because when he was linked to Man U and Arsenal, I was like, yeah, I was the one chuckling, bro. Then we come in for a bit. Next thing you know, he's holding up a Liverpool jersey, and I'm just like,
bro, that deal came out of nowhere. I'll be real. I was like,
yeah,
what?
like and to me, Luis Diaz, obviously for me, like I people hype him, but he's not really on my radar for baller alert. Like he's a good footballer, but he can't hit a barn door as it stands.
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what? You're spot on. I rate Luis Diaz. I actually rate him, but I think he's massively overrated.
I think it's end product. It's his end product, isn't it? And I can't really talk.
I think
about
it will improve next season.
Shooting for me, it's his shooting that pisses me off. For me,
same shot.
I don't think he's gonna score. You know the man. You don't like when Salah shoots. I'm thinking goal, but when this guy shoots, I'm thinking.
I can't lie though, Mons. I'll be so real with you. You know when Son first came to Tottenham, he had that exact same problem.
Oh my god, I was going mad every time
this guy would shoot, and never score. But it took him years, and he got better. So I think Diaz sort of under Klopp, I think his finishing and his decision making will get a lot better because at the moment he's a one-trick pony, man. He just does that same cut take on. It's usually 2 players he beats and just shoots, and he cuts it across.
To me, as I said, and I just think that Mane gets 16 goals in the Prem. Can Diaz and Nunez get 16 goals between them in the Prem? Probably, but do I need more than that? Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what's needed. I think with Darwin Nunez, listen, Mane was seeing a psychiatrist in the 2021 season. He even went back home to go seek help when he was moving stinky in the season where we come third.
So really?
Oh yeah.
Wow, I didn't have Mane as that type of guy still.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he didn't know what to do.
Once, quick question for you before we wrap up: do you think Salah's game will be influenced or phased by Darwin's presence and Mane's absence at all?
Not at all, because if you look, whenever Mane played at the 9, it made Salah's game worse. With Liverpool's front three, it needs to be cohesive for Mo Salah to be at the top of his game, the front three needs to be cohesive. It can't be shoot first for everyone that's in that front three. So like when the Firmino's playing, Salah's going to look better. When Mane's playing up top or when Jota's playing, I think Salah's a little bit better with Jota in the 9. But when Mane plays in the 9, it don't really work with Salah in it. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Mane was moving stinky on the left, but moving crazy good in the 9. So for me, it's all about, partnerships. I think when Jota's out on the left, and for me, Jota can only play out on the left if Bobby plays in the middle. That's the only time Jota can ever touch that touchline on the left. Otherwise, never. You know what I'm saying? Mane was stinky. When Mane and Jota, left and striker, stinky. But if you put Mane, Firmino, Salah, Firmino would drop off a bit, but Salah, like he hides their deficiencies in it. And then obviously, I think Jota, Salah, Mane was working. But Diaz, Salah, Mane was probably the best in the combinations that we had. So I think with Darwin Nunez, I don't think he'll be playing. Klopp even said it. He's like, we have a false 9 in Firmino, but Darwin Nunez is a number 9. He won't be played as a false 9. So I feel like, and in some of the preseason games, I can see he's making Trent come into the middle of the park a bit more. So I don't know if that's going to be a switching system for Salah. And obviously Harvey Elliott, I think, is going to play a lot more as well. So I don't think Salah's game will be affected too much. I still think he'll be in contention for the Golden Boot as always. But I think that, like Ash said, we will be playing a 4-2-3-1, pretty much like the 18-19 season when Shaqiri would come in and play alongside the front three. And I think that's
Fabio guy looks good though, man.
I think he'll surprise people more than Darwin Nunez. I think he'll surprise. If it's not Darwin Nunez is the guy that's going to come in. I think Darwin Nunez, we'll see a good Darwin Nunez, not this year, but next year. I think with Fabio Carvalho, I think he'll surprise people. But I don't know where he's going to play when Diaz is there. I don't really know when we're going to see him. That's my only issue in it. So I think he'll be all right. I think he'll challenge as usual, but I think it just depends on Haaland's fitness and what he does over there at City. That's probably what it is. But also Haaland's a number 9 as well. So I want to see how City go back to playing with now a striker rather than a false 9. So it's going to be an interesting one.
But guys, we're going to wrap that up. Everyone, please do smash a like. We'll be rising up the Spurs show very soon, myself and Callum. Once I'm sure I do want to get, or Ash and Jordan on as well. But once I do want to get you on because I feel like we're going to be, neck and neck next season, if I'm honest with you. So
what are you talking about?
But anyway, guys, great show. Callum, where can we find you? We're just going to quickly go around.
Twitter's there. That's about it. Appreciate you having me on, bro. It's been a good one.
As always, bro. Yeah, definitely great having you on. George, yourself?
Yeah, man, Twitter's there. Same thing, bro. Thanks for having me on. It's been a long time. I know my schedule doesn't always work out, but anytime, happy to come back. It's been a good show.
Yeah, man. Love having you on. And Ash, yourself?
Yeah, Twitter, man like Ash09. Yeah, man, appreciate. Thanks for having me back on. I look forward to the next one, man.
Yeah,
it was a good one.
Nice one. Guys, please do ensure to smash a like and pick up everyone in here. Still have 29 people. That's perfect. That's great stuff. Yeah. Thank you very
Link
much.
in the description below, guys. If you do want to become a member of the Bigsixbants, click the link in the description. You know what I'm saying? It's expand this family. We're trying to get the call-in shows ready. We got a lot of stuff coming from the start of the season. We have a World Cup edition coming up for the start of the World Cup. We have a lot of content, a lot of shows starting, and the season starts in less than 2.5 weeks. So get ready and, jump on the ride and become a part of the family.
Definitely.
All right, ladies, guys. Take care, man.
Nice one.